everybody, this is Lexi or Ladies with Lexi, and in this video I am just going to explain a little bit about what I wore to my face-to-face interview with the mainline airline that I had on the 5th, so 2 days ago. Just to start out, just keep it really simple. So this is exactly what I wore, black and white. I thought about wearing maybe a deep like navy blue shirt that aligns with the color of the brand, but I decided against it. I knew black and white would never fail me. It's kind of fail-proof, you know, foolproof. So this is what I went with. And just to start out, my hair of course was a little bit neater. I do need to get it retwisted, but you know, gotta work with what you got. But I pulled it back up into a high ponytail and made sure I had no hair that was sticking out at all. From the message boards that I read and the YouTube videos that I've watched, they also don't suggest any of those like little wispies, so no cute little hair sticking out at all. Pull it all back, of course, if that's possible. Then just heading down, if you want to wear makeup, of course that's optional, you don't have to. I decided to wear makeup. I didn't do a full face makeup. I thought it might have been too much, plus where I had my interview it was like 75 degrees. So I didn't want to put on like full face makeup and start sweating it out. That was way too much for me. So I did do some eyeliner, some eyeshadow. I did do a black eyeshadow, just kind of keep it neutral. And a black eyeliner, and then mascara. I did fill in my brows just a little bit, and then I did do some concealer right underneath my eyes where I have like severe discoloration. So that's all that I did, but I didn't do like a full face of makeup. Okay, and for my outfit, like I said earlier, black and white, just a plain white button down. I got this on sale at JCPenney's. It would have been like $44, which I was not going to buy. I just was not. But it was on sale, actually 50% off. So I said I cannot pass this up because I could not find a white shirt for the life of me. For whatever reason, Rue 21, oh, excuse me, I'm sorry. Rue 21 and Forever 21, I guess maybe this does not fit their brand, or maybe I'm too old now or something, I don't know. Either way, I could not find a shirt. So when I got to JCPenney's eventually, I really did have to buy something. So even if it was $44, I probably would have left and came back because I wouldn't have found anything else, but luckily it was 50% off. So that was a good deal. The jacket, because I had just a regular blazer that cut a little bit higher. However, from my last face-to-face interview I had with my regional airline, when I came back home, for whatever reason, my like clear coat nail polish had opened itself because I could have swore I closed it. It was open and I got some on the sleeve, so I couldn't wear it. So when I went down to the training for my airline, we did go to JCPenney's, and I got this actually for maybe like $25, $30. This was also on sale. I can't even imagine what it would have been had it not been on sale. So yeah, $30 I think was probably the most I paid for this. And then the skirt I got from Fashion Nova. It was maybe like $9 or so. So just to keep it simple, for my regional airline, I did wear pants. However, I found that being short, my pants started to bunch up at the bottom, and when they bunch up at the bottom, they look ill-fitted. So I figured a skirt would not lead me wrong. It is a bodycon pencil skirt. It is form-fitting, but it's not too tight. So if you are gonna go with a form-fitting dress, definitely make sure it's just not like too tight, like you heading out to the club, but just make sure it does fit properly. And then, of course, if you do wear a skirt, I think it's non-negotiable, wear tights or stockings. You can do black. I don't think how opaque they are makes a difference. And then you could also do flesh tone as well. So I opted for black. I thought it looked nice on me and my skin tone. That's what I went with. And then for shoes, I did just a simple Mary Jane. I think the heel is less than 3 inches because I think the height is 1 to 3 inches for a heel. and it has just two cute little straps across the front, and it is a leather-like material, which they do suggest. I don't believe you're able to wear anything other than like a leather style shoe. So if you have like a cute suede shoe, that's all good and well, but I don't believe that that is what they allow you to wear out on the line. So when it comes to these interviews, you want to look as close to what the flight attendants look like as you can, from head to toe, so including your shoes. So don't start making any exceptions or changing the rules, especially when you're trying to get your foot into the door. Follow every last rule that there is. Just an FYI. Flight attendants are all required to have a watch, so I definitely would advise you to have a watch. It seems like most airlines, if not all of them now, allow you to wear a smartwatch. So if you have an Apple Watch, Samsung Watch, Samsung Gear, whatever, go ahead and wear that. Not only because you yourself want to be timely, because the airline that I interviewed with 2 days ago, they tell you when your interview is, but they kind of leave it up to you in terms of when you leave the airport and when you get to them. So you definitely need to be aware of timing, since they don't necessarily provide an itinerary for you. You kind of create that yourself. Use your best judgment. Excuse me. So definitely wear a watch, not only because you want to be on time, but because it's part of the uniform. You want to show them that you are very much aware of what the policies are, but that you are also mindful of your time. And actually, I wore this one. I won't lie though. I know I needed to have a watch. That's why I wore it. But it also helped that it covers a tattoo that I have on my wrist. So even though the airline that I interviewed with has changed its policies as it relates to tattoos and piercings, I didn't want to take advantage of those policies before I get my foot in the door. So I did cover it with makeup, and then I did cover it with the watch. So I definitely did not want to put myself out of the running before I even get started. Definitely didn't want to do that. And then I did wear just a cute little pearl bracelet as well on my other wrist. I thought it would look cute with my outfit, but also I have a tattoo right under my wrist as well. I did cover it with makeup, and I didn't, once again, want to draw attention to it. So I covered it with makeup and then put the bracelet over it. Kind of just covering all my bases, of course, if possible. Of course, with this new surge of like the new strain of COVID, you are required to keep your mask on at all times unless you're actively eating. So my mask was on the entire day, including my one-on-one interview. So if you do have like a nose ring or anything like that, you probably are safe to keep it in. However, once again, I did not want to leave anything to chance. So I took my nose ring and my tongue ring out, because you don't want to, like I said before, you don't want to start implementing their rules before you get your foot into the door. That's just not how things work. So I took mine out just in case, if for whatever reason they were like, hey, pull your mask down, let me get a good look at you, which my regional airline did do that. They did have us remove our mask before the interview even started. So you never know. Better to be safer than sorry. That's just how I look at it. But yeah, black and white definitely will never lead you wrong. This look can go to really any interview, regardless of what field you are in or you're trying to get into. This, I think, is probably the safest bet. There were some ladies there that wore like a patterned dress or a patterned shirt. The patterns, though, they were in non-offensive colors. One was black and white, one was blue and white. Both non-offensive. However, I personally would never wear a pattern to an interview because it can be distracting. Because even me, myself, as I looked around, I found the patterns to be slightly distracting. Even though there was one girl that had a black and white shirt, loved it. I liked the shirt because I actually had looked at it at JCPenney's and thought about wearing it and getting it getting it in a different color. But I found the pattern was distracting, and in my mind I was like, I probably would not have gone that route, especially with mainline airlines that are already very difficult to get into. You don't want to start altering the rules or maybe skirting the rules a little bit. You want to go as basic as possible. So though this is classic and I looked like 90% of the other ladies in my interview, because a lot of them wore black and white, I definitely would advise yeah, definitely keeping it simple. You know, if you can avoid it, definitely avoid any distracting patterns, or honestly any patterns at all. You can maybe do some piping on a shirt if it's black or blue, but that's probably as far as I would push it. Don't push it too far. That's just my little tidbit of advice. But yeah, definitely pull out your best stops. And of course, just, you know, besides just having the outfit, you definitely want to make sure that you have confidence, because how you present yourself is not just, you know, your outer appearance. If you look professional, but then you lack the confidence to really back that up and to let them know that you're confident in your abilities and your ability to do the job, then that's probably just as bad as wearing something that's ill-fitted and neon colored. You just put yourself out the running. So besides just dressing to impress, just make sure that you know, spritz on a little confidence before you leave the airport or the hotel, and then go rock it, do your best. Yeah, I hope you guys enjoy this. Thank you for listening. Thank you for watching. This has been Landings with Lexi.